Hi guys, Richard from the Poke Family here again. So, today is a glorious day here in England. The sun's shining, weather's great, the birds are singing. It's a wonderful time to be playing Pokemon Go. I am so happy at the moment with how Pokemon Go is going. However, I do want to talk to you guys about Smack Down Tyranitar. Its importance, its strength, its viability in the meta. You guys are going to want to hear this. So, I'm just having a nice walk around near where I live. This is a path that runs near my house. It's connects to a local retail park. I won't be going as far as that. I'm just having a little walk while I consider this stuff with Tyranitar. So on July 16th next month, it's the Larvitar Community Day, and it's pretty much confirmed in a huge leak. I spoke about this before. In a huge leak on the Chinese Pokemon Go Twitter release, when they released the information about Larvitar, that the move is going to be Smack Down, which is a quick move, which means that Tyranitar will finally have a dual rock type combo. Sorry about the light if it's flickering. I'm like in a canopy. Have a look. So the Pokemon Go, it just brings you to places, doesn't it? So it's going to have a dual type rock move, which gives it its stab, same type attack bonus. Now it can still get stab from bite, obviously, because it's a dark type too, but when you're countering Pokemon, it's often best to, in Pokemon Go at least, to have the same move type. So if you're countering a flying type with a rock type, you want rock moves, because you'll get your super effective damage on both your quick and your charge moves. Now, to understand the strength of a Smackdown Stone Edge Tyranitar, you really need to kind of understand weave damage and how DPS works. Now, I'm not going to go into a huge amount of details because it involves maths. I think it's pretty boring. It's not exciting, and I didn't fetch my pad with all the information scribbled on. I just left it at home. I didn't think that I'd need it. It's a bit boring. So basically, when you use a quick move, it generates energy for your charge move. Now, the game only really considers whether a certain move is a good DPS move. For example, close combat, a fighting type move, Machamp can have it, is a really good DPS move. However, the game doesn't take into account that in the time that you can generate one close combat, which will do 100 damage, you can generate 2 dynamic punches, which will do 180 damage with the energy generation from your counter move, which is your quick move on your Machamp. So what that means is you have to take that into consideration when considering whether Tyranitar with Smackdown and Stone Edge is going to be good. Now, Smackdown, currently, this could change in the main game file, is identical to Rock Throw. Now, Rock Throw does 12 damage, it generates 7 energy per use, etc. Now, Bite does 6 damage and generates 4 energy per use. So you can see already that against a flying type, against a Ho-Ho, which would take double super effective damage, the increase of damage to 12, they're both fast moves, would increase your damage exponentially with a Tyranitar. It would just change the game entirely. Now I've delved and I've done my research, and it completely works out that Tyranitar with Smack Down and Stone Edge will dominate the rock type DPS. Now this thing is available for 3 hours on one day. That's the only guarantee that we've got. So this is the thing, guys, this is the thing. Now during this jibber jabber I will have probably chucked up some Pokemon Go raids or something for you guys to look at while I'm talking. Probably at the end of this then I'm going to shove up my potential Larvitar evolves. I am considering evolving things that I would not normally consider evolving. There are 2 reasons for this. Number 1, Smackdown is only available for 3 hours. Tyranitar will dominate rock type moves, rock type attacking, with those moves, Smackdown and Stone Edge, pretty much forever. It out DPS's Rhyperior, it out DPS's Golem, it out DPS's even Rhydon with a Smackdown move. It just out DPS's all of it. The damage output is huge, and not to mention the fact that rock moves are boosted by partly cloudy weather, guys. If you live in a temperate country, and I know that's not everyone, if you live in a temperate country that has changeable weather, like England, like most of North America, I know it's not all of North America, in the Northern Hemisphere, chances are you receive partly cloudy weather quite regularly, which will give a weather boost. Bite is boosted by fog. So unless you live in a country where fog is really, really common, Smackdown is probably a better move. Now, you can't take into consideration your current Tyranitar. I think I'm going to turn around. You can't take into consideration your current Tyranitars because you can't TM the move. You can't technical machine it. So, my advice to you guys is, this is what I'm doing, and I'll show you my potential Larvitars. I am going to evolve, and this obviously means you need to have enough candy. I'm going to try and evolve 6 Larvitars or Puppetars. I've got a Puppetar that's in consideration, to a Tyranitar in the last 20 minutes of Community Day on the 16th. Obviously I'm going to be checking the Pokemon as they're coming in to try and make sure that I'm getting the best deal possible. So I want 6 Tyranitars, and that would be my advice to you guys. Don't push a Larvitar to one side if it's 89%, 87% or whatever. Don't push it to one side. Really consider whether you want to abandon Smackdown forever. This move will dominate for a long time. Number 2, they are fetching in. They are definitely, it's happening. Well, I suppose there's no guarantees, but John Hank said stat increasing moves are coming. Proteins, zincs, etc. They are coming to the game. So if you've got some Tyranitar with Smackdown on the back burner, if they're just sat there waiting to be powered up, and those items start to come, you can start to improve the Tyranitar that you already have. This is what I'm going to do. I'm planning for the future, and it's going to take a long time. This is a big project for a long time, and I'm advising, if you guys out there are watching, that you do something similar. Take into consideration that this is a big one. It's not Draco Meteor, it's not Frenzy Plant, it's not Blast Burn. Those things were cool, those things are good in certain situations. This changes Tyranitar immensely. It makes it the greatest. It just makes it the greatest rock type out there, and will remain that way for such a long time, guys. For such a long time. Now, it's time for a little apology. If I've got a bit wild-eyed, and ranty in this video is because I'm so passionate about this. This is the first time in Community Day that I've looked at it and said, that is a cert, that is certified great. It's gonna be amazing. With Frenzy Plant, I was pretty sure it was going to be good, and it is good in the short term. Eventually things will overtake Vine Whip, Frenzy Plant, Venusaur. Blast Burn, I was more unsure. It's made Charizard a little bit better. Fire types aren't relevant in the meta anyway. They're just not relevant. So it hasn't made it match Entei or Moltres. It's kind of made it a bit easier to get a decent fire type. Okay, it's not bad, but it's not worth wasting your candy stash evolving loads of just above average ones. This, however, in my opinion, it's a bank thing. You have to put it to one side and say, I'm storing that for later. I'm making an investment with my Larvitar candy. I think I've got nearly 600 now, because I've been quite lucky with eggs, hatching them out of eggs. So I should, if I catch enough over the Community Day, have more than enough to evolve 6 and maybe even power some up. That's my advice, guys. Go and check it out. Check out the information. Go and look at Surf Road. Go and check some Reddits. Check Pokemon Go Hub, guys. Look at the research yourself and you'll see what I'm saying. Smackdown, guys. It's going to make a huge difference to Tyranitar, and it's going to make a huge difference to its ability to counter things. They're recycling through Pokemon now, guys. The legendaries are coming back. We've seen Lugia, we've seen Ho-Ho again. We're going to see a bunch of flying types coming through again. Entei will be back. Rock counters fire, guys. Tyranitar, Smackdown Tyranitar is going to be the big counter there. It's happening, guys. Smackdown Tyranitar. I cannot sing its praises enough. Anyway, that's enough ranting about that. I'm about to come out at the end of this nice little walk that I've been on. I intended to look at my phone and perhaps see if there were any Pokemon while I did this. That's not happened, has it? Just checking that my camera's still working. Made sure I've captured my fervour for this subject. Look at this. Look at this that I've got to walk through. Surely this should be home to some rock types. Geodude's haven. Echo! Anyway, guys, that's the end of the video. If I haven't stuck my potentials up by now, look after the credits. That's where it'll be. See you in the next video, guys.